to the one and only Mr. TMI. Now check it. He's Mr. TMI, known as the Bain, aka homie the blank sheet. He got the news, the stories, the topics, and so many things that you won't believe. Dropping these jewels and knowledge and giving advice and perspective on everything. He got them hard discussions, roller-driven, buzzing, tune in, don't miss anything. Bringing the best, a variety of different guests. Keeping it real and less as they dress to impress. Every day chasing a check. Follow, subscribe, and request. It's time to decompress. Get everything off his chest. Taking you guys on the quest. Into the mind of the podcast champion, and then telling y'all what he suggests. New season looking brighter. Another level, take it higher. With all this info he acquired, giving whole stories the entire. Only here to inspire. Feel it, he on fire. Now hope that I got your attention. The champ in the building, y'all watching Mr. TMI.
Y'all didn't miss me. Gone. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Y'all didn't miss your boy. Yeah, what's up, y'all? TMI News, hosted by Mr. TMI Tate. I know a lot of people thought that we was missing, but we just tried to, we needed a damn vacation. That's what we needed. So we took one. I want to tell everybody happy 4th of July, right? Because we missed the 4th. And then we weren't live last week. However, we are live this week and we got a phenomenal show lined up. We got a phenomenal guest in the building. So before we get into that, shoot, man, I hope everybody had a good time, but I'm so damn glad the 4th of July over because I'm tired of being in an area where folks, they start the 4th of July a week and a half before the 4th of July. So every night I feel like I'm going to bed in Vietnam. These bastards shooting fireworks all day and all night. Because they actually were shooting the daytime fireworks in the daytime. And you can't tell fireworks from pistols. And I'm not going to say that I'm in a neighborhood that is above having a pistol or two. So, in saying all of that, I believe we got a featured business of the week, right? And this is a second time featured business of the week person. None other than... None other than paparazzi. That is Miss Ayana Spraggs on Facebook. Y'all check her out. Ayana Spraggs, bold and beautiful bling. Aren't you proud of me, director, for remembering that? My OLD be strong, y'all. Sometimes I forget I'm on this damn show. So if I click out and just be like watching TV or something, y'all click me back in. Now, are we ready? Did you do it that fast? No, shake your head. We good? This girl is the bomb. She might be sleepy as hell, but she sure is effective. I'm telling you, man. So we got a great guest in the building. I'm going to bring her to the stage. But before we bring her to the stage, let's play this clip.
Baby, you scared?
What happened to your dog?
Oh, y'all shut up.
Nah, youngster. See, it ain't going down like that. Now, when I'm here, it's here, old school. You need.
So now I know why you came to school. Those bruises on you.
At what point did you decide to throw away your career?
My career. So.
Was she worth it?
Absolutely.
I'm going to predict this. We have a future featured actress. What do they call it? What do they call it? Leading lady. We got a future leading lady in the building. That's right. From none other than older man, younger woman, and a film that's coming out very soon called 10 Toes Down, which I really want to see that. None other than Miss Kelsey Jones. How you doing, Kelsey?
I'm good. How you doing, Mr. TMI?
I am doing wonderful. I want to say this. I was about to say this while you was behind the scenes, but I got to tell everybody. I believe that Kelsey is the youngest guest ever on TMI News. So I got to act like I really got some daggone sense. So you going to kind of get Mr. TMI and Daddy, because, you know, when I'm Daddy, I got to act like I got some sense sometimes. Sometimes I can act the fool, but sometimes I can't. First of all, how you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. You know, just enjoying the summer before school start back.
You got that right. And so from what I understand, this is your last year, right?
It is, yes.
And so, first of all, do you have any do you know what direction you're going in as far as college and your studies?
Yes, I do want to go to college after high school to be in business management as my major. And I want to do like acting or music or something as my minor. I don't really know what that is yet, but I'm thinking about going to UNT.
Oh, that is awesome. That UNT, I know a couple of people there, so if you need some plates, you need some food, let me know what's up. That's awesome. So I kind of like I always go through and ask people where they begin and everything, but I never had nobody at the beginning. So This was your first film.
It was.
Take us through, like, I want to know, even before you went to the audition, what even made you say, yo, I want to go and check this out or try this out?
Well, ever since I was younger, I was always in like plays as a kid, you know, and growing up singing in the church. So I really always had a passion for acting and singing, you know, but I never had a big opportunity like this before. So it was really my sister that got me started on this because she knew Mr. Bain Embry, and she introduced us to him, and that's how I got started into the acting business and being an older man, younger woman.
That is awesome. So shout out to Bain Embry and Clearwater Productions.
Yes.
From what I understand, Older Man, Younger Woman, great film. What was your role in that?
I played the waitress. I didn't have a name. I was just waitress, but it was still like an amazing opportunity. You know, my first film, I was really excited and nervous, you know, but once I got there and once I started acting, I felt right at home because Bain, you know, he's so, he's very uplifting and he makes everybody feel welcome.
That is awesome. And check this out. That's where it began. And you saw yourself on that screen. So now you got bit by the bug.
Mm-hmm.
You got bit by the bug. Now, we're not going to jump into the bug yet, but I want to say, first of all, it seems like your whole background is entertainment, right? The whole being in plays, and they don't understand how much entertainment comes in singing in the church choir. Because you're looking at a former church choir member. They kicked me out because I made a mistake and cussed in one of the songs before. So they ain't gonna. Yeah, I switched. You know.
Well, I mean, we all make mistakes, you know.
Yeah, and they kicked me out. They said no more. Because you know how you tell people, you know, stand on your feet, and they didn't stand up fast enough.
Huh? You want to pop up like
stop on your Stand up on your feet.
Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine that. Being in a black church, if anything, I know they looked at you upside your head.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you the truth. When I went to church, I didn't talk for like a whole year because I was so scared that I was gonna cuss. Right? And then I found out that somebody else cussed in the church. I felt welcome then. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm human. Shoot, it is what it is. If it fly, it fly. But,
oh my goodness.
but there is entertainment in that as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so, how were you able to pull from those past experiences and portray the role that you were given on the big film, on the big screen?
Well, I can't say it was a big switch from, just singing in the choir and even leading the few songs I did lead back then. But it really helped me to for my stage presence and just being in front of a crowd, even though acting, you're not really in front of a crowd, but still just being able to feel free and be comfortable. It kind of helped me like that, being in church, growing up as a little kid, everything was just so fun, so for me, at least, I wanted to do everything. So I could say it really did help me being growing up in that. And then when I did start acting, it was just it was still kind of scary, it was different, but it really helped me.
So in the movie Older Man, Younger Woman, when you were behind the scenes, what, with that being your first movie, what was the most thrilling thing that happened behind the scenes, whether it was something you saw the way they do things or shot things or whatever? What was one of the thrilling things that you saw?
Well, I have to say, one of the most thrilling things was really just seeing how different it is, from actually being behind the scenes and how everything goes and how it works. Because when you're looking at TV, they got it all put together and it just seems like everything is just like this, but that's not the way it is, and I really never realized that until I was behind the scenes and I did notice that. But I really had a great time being behind the scenes, just not just with my scene, because it showed me how everything worked and just how all the cast members got along, even in character, not in character, and it really it opened my eyes to new things and just helped me realize how everything goes and works in this industry.
That is awesome. That's, first of all, Miss Director, let Kelsey pay the proper respects to her folks that sending her shout outs out there, and then I'm gonna address Nana real quick.
Okay.
Kelsey, we are so proud of you. That's from is that Claudina? Well,
yes, that's my auntie.
Hey, auntie. So proud of you, Kelsey, from Kelsey Jones. That's mom, sister. Hey, sister. Who is Nene Maid? Hi, Kelsey. This is Miss Maiden.
Miss Maiden. Oh, now,
just fake it off. Fake it off if you don't know. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
No, you're right. You got to sometimes, because you
be like, hey,
hey, girl. But no, that's my old teacher from elementary school.
Oh, that is awesome. Do you know that damn one of them dang on teachers kept up with me? They just told me I wasn't gonna be nothing. I don't appreciate it.
Was you cussing back then too? Because I wouldn't be.
Well, okay, so since we're talking the history of my cussing, and my mama on here, my cussing date back to second grade strong. And I'm talking about strong second grade. What's up, Poker Child? I see y'all out there. Yeah, it was second grade. But I had sense enough to look around and make sure no adults was around before I let somebody have it.
Mm-hmm. You was
oh yeah, I was a cusser. But mama is a professional cusser. my mama got scholarships in cussing. My daddy didn't cuss, but my mama just she invented some of them cuss words. and then gonna send me to church. Never mind. And now let's talk. Now they're gonna talk about, did I ask for my tithes back? You damn right I asked for my tithes back, Nana.
Oh my
I'm
goodness.
gonna need that. That was a nice little chunk. Brenda Jones said, Kelsey, I am so proud of you and love you. You know what? Let me tell you something. From what I'm seeing, the love, and that's the reason why I took time. Carla Mendoza says, Kelsey, so proud of you. Let me tell you, it is so important to have this type of support, to have this type of circle that supports you, because that is so needed. That is so needed in this industry, and especially when it's genuine people that's supporting you. So, man, congrats. I see the love on the screen that you're getting. So you continue. Don't let this, of course, don't let this be the first or second one, because we're going to talk about the second one, 10 Toes Down. Don't let this be it for you. You will hit roadblocks as well, because you're just beginning. You're just scratching the surface. But don't let that deter you. Don't let that get you down. Now, are there going to be down periods? Absolutely. But you push through, and you know that what God has for you is for you. And you show the folks, you show the world what you got. Because I'm going to tell you just like this. You're shining through this picture right now. And this is just a little stinking Mr. TMI show. And you are glowing. You brighten up any room, I bet, that you're in, and you continue to do that. And that is a direct reflection of good parenting as well. So congrats to your parents. I'm tired of us not giving getting no props. Everybody get props except the mom and daddy, especially the daddy. Don't get me on that. You better treat your daddy. Never mind. Let me know.
Now,
10 toes down. 10 toes down. Y'all, I told y'all I'll be going on little old folk tangents, man. Hey, 10 toes down. You know, tell us what your role is in 10 Toes Down. And if you have a summary of what that movie will be about, you can give that as well.
Well, I am in 10 Toes Down. I'm playing the personal nurse to the main character's brother. Because, yes, Nurse Shantae Damari.
Wow. Who came up with that name, Benet?
Yes, Benet.
If I ever have another kid, which ain't gonna never happen, I want to name my kid that.
Yeah, he be coming up with some names for you. I can tell you that.
Right.
But 10 Toes Down, it's a great film. You know, it's basically about this lady. She's a detective, and she's basically trying to fix how the system is, like the government and the mayor, because they kind of they don't really care about what's happening.
Right.
And so she's kind of like, a strong, powerful woman is how he's portraying her. And she's trying to get down to the bottom. She's the type of person that gets straight to it. She ain't got to put a little sprinkle of sugar or nothing on there. She's straight. So it's a great film. And this being my second film, I'm really excited for this one, not only because it's my second film, but just like the different role that I play and getting able to play different roles. I'm excited about that.
That is awesome. That's all. Hey, y'all giving Kelsey so much love. I ain't never big for love in my life. Can I get a little bit? No, I'm just playing, y'all. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of love. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing. She deserves every bit of the love that she is getting. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing you in it, as well as I know that there will be many more roles for you in many more movies. So congratulations to you, because at 17 and not even out of high school yet, you already have a great path that has been paved for you. And it's because of you. It's because of you, because you got to have that get up and go to do it. So congratulations to even have a sister that say, yo, my little sister can be, let me put her on. Hush your mouth, director. I don't need you. I don't need your hug. I'm just playing. Daddy, and I love you, baby girl. That is so awesome. Hi, Mama Jones. How you doing? Y'all, I know I'm ghetto, but y'all might be related to the director. Her last name Jones too. Yeah. You know, especially if it's Mississippi, y'all any connection to Mississippi, I know y'all related.
No, we ain't got no connection down there.
Yeah, you gotta dig deep. You dig deep enough, I bet you find something, a little bone or something in Mississippi. But in saying that, who inspires you? And whether they're famous or whatever, who inspires you to do what you do?
I really have to say that my sister inspires me because growing up, she was always in plays as well, like in high school and stuff, and just like getting to see her and back then and now how she so much that she has accomplished, just getting to be around that growing up has really inspired me to make my own brand and do my own thing. But she even from high school, she still hasn't given up. She's trying to get herself out there as well. So I was saying she is on my team. She is one of the people that I have as my support system. So without her, I wouldn't even be here.
That is awesome. Give your sister a shout out. What's her name?
Kelsey Jones.
Kelsey Jones. I see Casey out there. Casey, way to go. Way to go. When you inspire your younger siblings, because my older brother just beat me up. I don't know what kind of inspiration that was, but all I got was just beat up. I mean, even my older sister, give me bad advice too. Like, this is horrible. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I told y'all I'll be going through stuff, right? My daddy, now, Kelsey, this is way out of your price range and all that as a kid. However, my daddy used to send us over to my grandma's house and he would give us $1, right? He would give my sister $1, say, give Tate 50 cents. Do y'all know my sister probably owed me about $5,000 because I never got my damn 50 cents when I went over grandma. And she would have a bag of candy just chewing, and she would give me one piece of candy. Oh, I want some candy. And she would give me one piece of candy. And at that time, that's when candy was a penny.
Mm-hmm.
So I got 1 penny of my 50 cents all that daggone time, never knowing. What's up, Benay? I see you out there. Never knowing that I was getting jacked at an early age. So you be glad that you got a big sister that put you on, because I got a big sister that robbed me and still won't give me my money back. So now, what we do now, first of all, I want everybody, if you're not, everybody follow Kelsey. Kelsey, what are your social media handles so that they can follow you?
My Instagram is Danyea_Jones. That's DANYEA_Jones, JONES. And then my TikTok is Kelsey Jones 501.
Kelsey Jones 501. And when I tell y'all ain't gonna see no foolishness now. Y'all ain't. We don't play that. We don't. This one is gonna be something. Mm-hmm. Y'all can have the rest of them. The rest of them, y'all can. Them ones that eat Tide Pods and all that other stuff.
I never.
TikTok challenge. Y'all can have them. But she stay home. All right, y'all live. No, I'm just playing. Y'all follow her. Make sure y'all follow Kelsey. Kelsey, I gotta ask you, just like we ask all our other guests, are you ready for some TMI news?
I am ready for some TMI news. Bring it on.
Let's get it. The director was Now, let me put this disclaimer in here first. First of all, we've been gone a couple of weeks. So if other folks talked about this news story already, so what? You're going to hear it again. Now, also, I want to say that this is all our opinion. So all of this stuff is, what's that word? What's the word? What's the magical word, Natasha? What's the magical word that we have to say? Alleged. all of our opinions in this story is alleged. So I want to say this. Pop that back up. Let me get on this real quick. Because Larsa Pippen, and I'm going to break it down, traumatized over Michael Jordan's comment on Marcus' relationship. Now, let me break this down because Kelsey don't know what's going on with this particular story. I do know that. You can take it off. You can take it off. So, have you ever heard of Michael Jordan?
Yes.
Of course you have. You probably got on some Jordans. I hope not with that outfit. Now, you heard of Scottie Pippen before? Scottie Pippen was Michael Jordan's teammate. That was his closest teammate, his Hall of Fame buddy, all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Larsa Pippen was Scottie Pippen's wife. Larsa Pippen and Scottie Pippen got divorced, allegedly. And now Larsa Pippen is dating Michael Jordan's oldest son.
Oh.
That's what we own right there. Now, for everybody who gonna absolutely let me tell you, I gotta put it like this. We gotta start calling out wrong when it's wrong and not wrong when it fits a certain person that you may not like or a certain group that you may not like. So, ladies, I'm on your head. Y'all got to say that this is trifling. This is trifling, number one. Number two, us older people, we gotta let these young folk grow up with somebody with them. Unless, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, to each his own, and I'm never gonna judge a couple by age or anything, because if you fall in love, you fall in love. That's cool. That's cool. But this particular situation is an obvious target for clout. Obvious target for clout. Then also, we got to understand that, men, it's certain things. Love you, Kelsey. Such a sweet, humble person. I was reading, director. Yeah. And you know, yeah. Sweet, humble young lady, because I wanted to see that part. I love to hear you sing Bevelyn McQueen Wallace.
So that's some of my church people.
Okay. Hey, I ain't okay. Church people in the house. I'm not gonna cuss, but I'm talking about I'm talking about Michael Jordan and Larsa Pippen them situation. I just want you to understand. So, in saying that, it got to be some things off limits. Off limits. I know us men, we got certain rules that are not written down that it's like, okay, you don't date your homeboy's ex.
Mm-hmm.
You don't try to date your homeboy's daughter or something like that. If your homeboy is sick, and I mean sick, I'm talking about Robert Kelly, you supposed to not hide that. You supposed to tell that, you know. So there are certain rules, and I was just wondering, not from you, because I don't expect that from you, but from the ladies out there in the chat room, is there a, I'm glad Benet said bro code. Is there a sis code out there that keep y'all morals in line when it comes to that kind of stuff? Is it like, no, won't date my homegirl's ex, won't do this? Is there a sister code out there? Because in my opinion, how you gonna date that man's son and then get mad because he don't approve of that? And it ain't got nothing to do with that man dating an older woman. It's who you are. You're the ex-wife of his best teammate. And I'm sorry, but I got trifling family members like that. Yeah, I'm gonna call them out. Some of my folk got the same daddy that ain't supposed to have the same daddy. That's all I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it like that. It gotta be some lines drawn. What's up, Shonda? Same thing as the bro code? I hope so. But really, what I want to see, whether it's men or women, when there's something that's trifling in the news, regardless of if it's a man, like let's just say if it's a man, I don't care if it's trifling, I'm gonna call it out. I'm not gonna say, well, he black or he a brother, so you know. And I think that's the problem with ladies. Ladies, sometimes ladies, y'all wrap y'allself up in the story and make it be about you, and you take it from that standpoint instead of telling the story like it is or looking at the story from what it really is. And that's why a lot of these ladies get away with some stuff that they really ain't supposed to be getting away with. Example, let's go to the next story, shall we? Now, I know you know about this one.
What you got for me?
And I want your opinion first. Wait a minute, the director, you good? Okay, go. All right, so I know you've been seeing that float around social media for a couple of weeks now, right?
Yes, I have.
I would love to know what your opinion of that situation is. And no opinion is wrong. Your opinion is your opinion. Let it fly.
Okay, well, as I see Benet.
Ignore him. Ignore him. You got to fight through it.
So, growing up as somebody who would watch, Keke Palmer on TV, on Disney Channel or whatever she might have been on.
Wait, and I'm sorry to interrupt because you just brought up something. What age was Keke Palmer when you were watching her?
What age was I?
What age was she? Because didn't she start out as a kid?
She did.
Okay. Sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
But yeah, growing up watching her, and like she was like a good role model, but that little thing that happened, first of all, the way I was raised, I see that as like disrespecting like the way you were raised, because I'm sure like your mom and your dad don't want to see me out there like that. So, and to showing everything that she was, yes, us as like young women, young ladies, we don't have to do all that just to get attention. You get attention by thriving in whatever you're doing, or speaking and having a voice, not showing off everything that your mama gave you, But yeah, I think that was out of line for her.
So I want to ask this question. How you know she was showing off everything her mama gave her? What if her daddy gave her that? Like it's some big hip, big booty men. I'm just playing. Okay. All right. So
daddy could have gave her some of them.
So you know what? I respect 100% what you're saying, and you are absolutely right, especially coming from your perspective as a young lady that looks up to a Keke Palmer or somebody of that status. And I'm going to say this. I want to break it down this way from a relationship standpoint, because everybody's saying that, well, he didn't marry her and all this other good stuff. Please understand, ladies and men, that you are a representative of your household. Just like you just said that you're a representative of your parents. When you become in a relationship, you in a house, y'all as man and woman, you become a representative of that household. So therefore, if you don't want your man out there in the street representing y'all foul, what makes you think that is cool to represent yourself? Especially with you being a celebrity, you being in the spotlight, which brings even more light to it. Don't you think it would have been better off if, okay, look, I ain't saying go up there in a Hillary Clinton pantsuit, but you don't have to go out there with your goods out to get attention. Especially if you believe in your abilities and if you just got swag, period, you're gonna get that attention without all that. So when you go out there and you represent yourself like that, you got a man at the house, but you letting Usher sing to you like that. And I'm sorry, but that was very provocative. From the dress, from the way she was dressed to the way they were singing and everything. And I'm not saying that Usher was trying to call her to the back so he can do something. However, I always put the shoe on the other foot. Like, yo, if that was my wife, oh my God, you would have had the devil waiting on you at home. That's right. It don't matter if she married or not. When you're in a committed relationship, by all means, let see what people don't understand. What you practice are the habits that you keep. So don't think by saying, well, I guess I'll walk down the aisle and it'll change. No, nothing changes going down that aisle. Matter of fact, if you got problems going down that aisle, the only thing those problems do is get bigger. So at the end of the day, you're supposed to respect any relationship that you're in, especially as man and woman, not man and wife, man and woman. You're supposed to respect that relationship, and you're supposed to practice how you're gonna be, right?
Right.
If marriage is game time, dating is practice. You can play around and practice and then think you're gonna win the game. You're wrong. Just dry humping all on stage. Absolutely. It was disgusting to me. And why do you feel the need to have your cheeks out? And then this is what really pisses me off about nowadays. You made the decision to wear your cheeks out, and then when somebody pointed out or social media gets their hands on it, then you try to act like you're being bullied. You put that out there. For example, Lizzo, when Lizzo did it on the Staplewood, what is it? Staples, the Laker Stadium. When she went out there, booty cheeks out on the floor at halftime at a basketball game, what reaction did you think she was gonna get? I don't care if it was whoever booty smaller than hers. It's gonna get a reaction, and you got to be able to deal with the reaction. And I think that these are the types of ladies, as well as ladies that are not in the limelight, that need to set the example for Kelsey, who's coming up. Let's just say, for instance, if Kelsey didn't have great parenting and a great circle, and all of her influences did come from celebrities in the social media game, which nothing wrong with that. However, how you gonna tell her now not to do it when y'all making it acceptable to be out here with your cheeks out?
Yep, that's correct.
It's almost like saying, if I allow my wife to wear her cheeks out, I'm gonna get mad because my daughter got her cheeks out. No, that ain't the way it works. And then on top of that, just respect. I was gonna say so many more foul things before I found out that you were 17. Because I was gonna give some examples of, now let's get down to ladies. Would y'all really care? How would y'all feel if men had clothes that would reveal things, private areas, but we're gonna wear it out because it's stylish? Would that be cool? See, a lot of people don't put the shoe on the other foot. They just say, well, it's me, I'm grown and all this, and I can do what I want to do, until the shoe is on the other foot. So in saying that, I know that you have friends and you high school and all that other stuff, right? How big of an influence when kids don't have, or children or young adults don't have parenting such as yours, how big of an influence is an act like this on your generation?
It's a big influence, especially, on with my generation growing up with technology and phones and social media and all that. When you don't really have that good structure at home, you that's the first thing you do. You go to your phone and you scroll and you see all these things, and it's like, well, if they doing it, I can do it, because you don't really have that voice telling you, well, no, maybe you shouldn't do that, or no, that's not really a good idea. So and like that's another thing, just seeing how these celebrities portray themselves over the years, how some of them have changed, and they have these young women looking up to them, and it's just like, well, what happened, and it's just really, it's shocking. Even though that's what it's becoming, it's still surprising to see it happen to different celebrities and people that I've seen and known since I was a little girl.
I don't understand how these celebrities be like Michelle Obama, not like Kiki. I look, I agree, because Michelle is so much. Never mind. Anyway, I don't understand how they don't see that baby that you got at home, Kiki, is gonna grow up. Them pictures ain't gonna go nowhere. And I'm gonna say this: I don't know what I would have done if I'd have ran across a picture of my mama with her cheeks out. And I'm gonna be for real with you. As many times as a kid I done seen my mama cheeks, the trauma that it would have caused for me to find a picture on the internet of my mama with a black and white photo, because that's how with her cheeks out. That's with Chloe Bailey in the same category as Keke Palmer. I really want to get to the root of why do they think they need to do this to get attention.
Exactly.
It's apparent that Keke, you had a talent since you were a kid and you didn't have to do this. Why do you feel the need now to do this?
Yep,
that's what I want to know.
It's social media, like, just I guess it's influencing her too, because it's just it's crazy, just to see the change, and it happens, and then like you said, after the fact that it happens and it's all on social media, now you want to try to justify it,
So I'm gonna ask you a question. Unwanted attention is right, Mr. Dillinger. I'm gonna ask you this question. You know how this big bullying thing goes on now? Like everybody feel like they being bullied.
Mm-hmm.
But where is it that they don't see that the person that's crying wolf is sometimes the wolf? Like, I see it a lot where everybody's picking on me. But you ain't talking about that. You just went and slandered all those people. And this is the reaction of your action.
Mm-hmm. Trying to turn it back around.
I know you see that at your school. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry, Mama. If Mama and Daddy on here, Kelsey, you can talk about them little heifers if you want. On this show, but no, don't say no names. But you find that, right? Is that something that you find in the way that they communicate nowadays?
Yes, it is. Because
and how do you handle that if you caught in that situation, for any young viewer out there that is out there dealing with this stuff?
Well, for one, you really got to stay true to yourself. And like, I know it's hard to want to be what society is telling you need to be. But, if we're all the same thing, then like, where's the flavor? Where's the individuality? We can't all be the same thing. And God created every single person differently. So just the fact how social media and like people just have our minds into this one thing that's like, you have to be this, you have to look like this, you got to wear this, it's just like, at some point you got to be your own self and step out of that. And it might be hard, you know, it might be scary, but as for me, it's different just to see how things are. But you know, I try to stay true to myself, and I try to be my own person, because you know that's how it has to be. And I like being my own self, you know, because I'm a people person. I love to talk to people, I love to help people, and you know, and I love God. So you know, it's just all these factor into the person that I am, and the person that I was raised to be, you know. And so I just think it's really important to be your own person.
That is so awesome. And I'm gonna tell you like this. I feel so good to hear a young person like yourself speak like this, because it let us know that you know how old folks like Natasha sit around and say, "Boy, I tell you, these young kids, they just, the world coming to an end, ain't it?" You know, yeah, the world been, when it comes to my grandma, the world been coming to an end since like the 80s. But it feels so good to hear intelligent young people. And I always give your generation specifically the utmost respect and so many props regarding how you guys are one of the most boldest, in my opinion, generations that have come along since I've been on this earth, because of the way you speak and that you use your own mind and you're not so easily to, and I know what it looks like on social media, but a lot of the young people do is not a reflection of what you see on social media. A lot of young people are like Kelsey here, that she has her own mind, she makes her own decisions, and she ain't willing to fall for the okie doke. You know, for all the parents on here that's listening and everybody else, y'all remember, you know, it was a time where they told us, graduate from high school, get your education, and go get a good job. And what I hear from Kelsey, as well as my son and daughter and all those in that generation, is they're more thinking ownership now. And when you think on that level, you don't fall for the little stupid stuff that they tend to put out there in front of us to make it seem like all of us is falling for. So, man, you speak great words, and continue to do that, and continue to encourage that generation that's even below you to want to be more like you, young ladies like you, than young ladies that want to cheek out. And instead of, when you see cheeks out, instead of pointing and talking about them, man, wrap your arm around them folks and teach them the right way, because a lot of times they just don't know the right way.
Yeah,
That's one thing I know you and I can relate. That's one thing that kind of frustrates me about church, is when somebody come not dressed in church, mode. There's a lot of, not all, but there's a lot of churches that ridicule those people and make those people never return simply because they were out of dress code or something. However, if you just go wrap your arms around that person and give them a dress or give them a pair of pants or give them an example, because a lot of them don't even have the example.
Yep.
So,
And sorry, I was just gonna
no, you're
say,
good.
In church, God said, "Come as you are."
You
So
got that right.
To be somebody who's a church going person, I never saw how it was okay for people to be talking about somebody like that, or just not being a godly person like you should be, if you're so church going and believe in God and follow the Bible and.
Hey, Lucretia. Hey, so you're 100% right, and I totally agree with you. I don't understand, but we got to also understand that the people in church, although they are church people, that second word is what dominates them most of the time, which is people. And we know people can be a trip. They get on power trips, just like in the world. In church, they be on power trips. people egos come into play. That's my song. How the cover your ears? How the hell?
Here we
How
go.
the hell you gonna claim a song in church and expect nobody else to sing this song at church?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that for the life of me. Deacon Jones' daughter is speaking. She sure is. She sure is, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, dang, she forget gospel. Did she used to preach? But that's a great thing, because that lets your parents know what they're pouring into you, and what your church know, your church family. It lets them know what they're pouring into you is not spilling out the bottom. It's filling up the container. So trust me, man, I have never been so proud to interview. You are the youngest, but I've never been so proud to interview a young lady in my life, because this is so awesome. You ain't on here popping no gum, throwing your hair. You ain't got that cake decoration kit on your face. You got and it's okay to put enhancements, but for some of y'all who changed the whole human being, you don't even recognize that human being when they dip their face in the pool.
Exactly.
Wasn't nothing more scarier. Did you see the video of the two African girls? And they was dancing, and they ain't had no teeth or nothing. And then they clicked the thing and they put on hair and makeup, and they looked like the best girls in the club.
I've seen videos like that before.
Now, the scariest one was when they made the dude look like the best girl in the club. No disrespect, but the damn makeup is too strong nowadays. Don't cake your face up with that makeup. Be who you are.
You're right.
No, I'm messing with you. But again, the younger generation, I hate the fact that social media has turned into some type of a news outlet to portray or try to portray what our young, especially African American kids are doing. Because again, I see y'all doing some phenomenal stuff, phenomenal things. Yeah, and for you, already in movies, girl. I've been trying to get into a movie for 40 years. And I got one. I'm in one. He killed me too. I ain't appreciate him killing me. I'm gonna get you back for that one. But you starting out young. You got so much ahead of you. And do me a favor. Always continue to listen to your parents. Because if don't nobody care about you, they care. They care. They're going to look out for your best interest, even in times where they getting on your nerve. That's what I want to ask you, because now I need some counseling. I need some counseling because my son is about your age. Do your mom and daddy... Now, wait, mom and daddy, y'all got to click off of here, because she might tell something that y'all don't want to... Do they voice get on your nerves sometimes?
Well, I would have to say I love LOVE, love to hear their voice,
Right.
But sometimes there are some times where I get on their nerves and they get on mine, and we both know it. But at the end of the day, I respect them and I love them because of how they raised me and just how much love they show me overall.
That is awesome. That's awesome. You see, I set that trap for her and she didn't fall for it. That is some good parenting, because she could have got on here and said, yeah, they get on my nerve. I can't stand when they be hollering and then they always calling me to get them some water or something. And they get on my
And then when they call your name and don't say nothing.
Right. Wait. That means come here. That for all the kids that's out there that don't understand that it's some international language that goes on. When your parent call your name and don't say nothing else, that means come here.
It does.
And when they call your name again, that means you taking too long. I think it's dope. I think that honestly, man, my kids, they didn't understand. And I know that our voices got on their nerves because my parents' voice got on my nerves. But I'm really digging this age. My daughter is 21 and my son is 18. I'm digging this age because now it's starting to click to them without us saying nothing. and they're starting to understand what mom and daddy was fussing about the whole time.
Correct.
And I think it's dope when they are applying. This is what I really find just so great, when they apply the lessons that we have that we have taught them. When they apply those things, and especially when they apply them without us telling them to apply them.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm enjoying about this whole parenting thing. So I know your parents are just sparkling right now. And I saw the love coming through the screen, but I guarantee you mom and dad is so proud of you, and I know you're going to continue to make them proud of you. So you continue to do your thing. What are your aspirations? Let's go back to you for a second. What are your aspirations in this game? At the end of the day, when you're done with it all, what do you want to have accomplished?
I just want to be successful in what I do. And it's not about me being like famous or anything, but I want to be well known enough that I can have a voice in this world, to be a role model for kids my age, and younger kids, and just to be somebody that they could look up to, because we don't have a lot of that in this world. So
you got that right. That's why I look down all the time. Never mind. Go ahead, keep going.
But I really just want to enjoy what I do, which I do. I love what I do. I really have a passion for acting, singing, modeling, and yeah. That's really
Now,
it.
I got a question, because I saw where one of your hobbies, or one thing you like to do, is fish.
Now, who told you that?
That's weird.
That's not weird.
No. For a person your age, y'all ain't got time to fish. You like fishing?
I love fishing, yes.
I be trying to get my son to go out fishing with me, and this bum don't never go. Never go.
You got to take me with you, because I'll go.
Okay. Something. So what do you be catching? Like, let me see how far you go in.
Well, my experiences have been a little limited.
I got you. Wait, hold on. That's code for daddy. You need to take her fishing more, or something like that.
Well, my grandparents actually have a boat that I've never been on.
Oh
so
my God.
I know they live in East Texas in Longview, so they do live a few hours away. But every time that I would go fishing with them, whether it was like just on a little lake or something, I remember the first time I went fishing, I was like, I ain't catching nothing,
Right.
But
That whole frustrating
that takes patience too, because
yes.
I'm limited on my patience too. So but I like fishing, just being on the lake, and I'm a water baby, as my parents say. I used to love swimming and just being in the water. I love drinking water. So
yes.
And it's relaxing, just
you got that. What you know about relaxing? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you ain't got to answer that. You relaxing, that part. Folk not getting on your nerves. You ain't on your phone. All that crap. Let me tell you something. I think that's dope. And the director said something that just brought out her countryness, and it threw me off. Ain't nobody fishing with no cane pole. You can't get no more country than cane pole. Ain't no daggone rod or reel. Ain't nothing on it. You just a stick with a string on it and a hook. That is I might as well just say forget it and fish like them crazy. No, I ain't gonna call them crazy. They wrong. That's wrong. Them nature people that be in the mud and they just dig down in the mud till they find a fish. That is a level below country. In that cane pole. I'm not fishing with no cane pole. Sorry. Half the excitement is casting out. I don't want to just sit never mind. I ain't got time for you. That's too country. Now, we got a task for you. We got a task
Okay.
for you. But before we do that, we want you again. First of all, everybody that's watching this video, show the love by liking the video. Also, show us some love by subscribing to our YouTube channel because we are growing and hey, we got some surprises coming. So y'all better, the only way y'all going to be able to know what's going on is to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Now, I had a wonderful time with Miss Kelsey. Kelsey, again, tell the folks where you can be found on social media.
You can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is Danyea_Jones. That's DANYEA_Jones, JONES. And then my TikTok is Kelsey Jones 501.
So keep that comment up for me because I told Kelsey that, I see a future leading lady and it's already right here. She will be co-starring. So I know that, look, on TMI News live news just popping up like that. She will be co-starring in 2024 for Clearwater next feature called Inherent Moments. So congratulations to you.
Thank
because
you.
opportunities are going to continue to roll your way and in abundance, and you just stay humble. You stay who you are. If you stay who you are, you ain't gonna have no problem with none of this. I thank you for blessing my platform by being my guest this evening.
Thank you for having me on here, Mr. TMI, because I really enjoyed myself.
No worries at all. I got one last task for you now. This is gonna show your little acting ability as far as being able to remember a line. So check this out. You gotta say the greatest news segment in history. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now I want you to put some flavor on it because that's the way we're gonna end the show. All right. You gotta say the greatest news segment in history. Natasha, you want to put that at the bottom for it? You want her to put that at the bottom for you?
I think I can remember those 3 little words.
You sure? You sure? Because you only get, we'll give you 2 takes. We're going to give you 2 takes. All right, now, let's go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate everybody again. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been playing around tonight. I appreciate everybody in here for joining the show. It's a great show. Again, make sure you like, share. You ain't got to share. I'm being real with y'all. You ain't got to share. Subscribe. Make sure you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We really want to see y'all again. And let's go ahead and get out of here. Director, handle your business. If y'all don't know what y'all been listening to by now, you have just listened to what?
The greatest news show in history.
TMI News, hosted by Mr. TMI Tate, our director, Natasha, and our special guest, Miss Kelsey Jones. We appreciate y'all, but we are out of here, y'all. Peace.
Bye.